This is Kyle Miskell, and joining me today is Dr. Erin Lashnits.
Hello.
Thanks for joining me.
Thank you.
So tell us a little bit about yourself.
So I am an internal medicine resident here in the small animal hospital at NC State. It's the postdoc version of being a veterinarian. I see cases, patients, dogs and cats here in the hospital. And then at the same time, I'm also working on my PhD here at NC State in lab with Dr. Ed Breitschwert. So doing some research from that side of things.
Interesting. And what does your research entail?
I'm studying basically the epidemiology of a disease called bartonella in dogs primarily right now. Bartonella is a bacteria that infects dogs, and studying the epidemiology of it, so looking at where it's found, when it's found, what different kinds of dogs are susceptible, and hopefully branching out a little bit into kind of explaining some of those differences, and then possibly looking at different kinds of disease manifestations that bartonella causes in dogs.
Interesting. And does that research have you collaborating with any other labs other than Breitschwert?
So right now I'm working primarily with Dr. Breitschwert. I did collaborate with Dr. Correa in the vet school for a project that I was working on over the past couple of years. And that basically was describing the epidemiology of bartonella in dogs across all of North America. So what we were doing was essentially taking all the samples that are sent to NC State at the Vector-Borne Disease Diagnostic Lab, correlating them up, and then kind of figuring out whether there's differences across the country and including Canada. And what we found was actually that male intact dogs, so compared to male neuter dogs or female dogs, were more likely to have exposure to bartonella than those other kinds of dogs. And we also found that bartonella could be found across all of North America, which is interesting because people sometimes think that, well, it's only found in the south, or it's only found in places that are warm, or in particular times of the year where it's warm, because it's a vector-borne disease. But we found that was probably not the case, and actually you can find it pretty much anywhere in the country.
Huh. Any other collaborators?
Let's see, who else? So then for the next project that I've been working on, I'm working with Cristina Lanzas over in the research building. And actually we're taking a subset of that same data and looking at dogs just in North Carolina, basically to see if we can come up with any driving factors, any reasons that certain dogs are exposed more than other dogs. So we're looking at things like socioeconomic status, different types of environmental variables like precipitation and temperature and that kind of thing, and then land use changes, so whether a dog lives in like a farm community or a suburb or an urban area, things like that. And we don't quite have results on that yet, but maybe I'll get back to you.
Sounds like good work. So what are your future goals?
Hopefully to become faculty in internal medicine at a vet school. So I'll have a few more years of research to finish out my PhD, and then I'll be applying for jobs.
Great. Wow. Thanks for joining me.
Thanks for having me.
And best of luck.
Thanks.